The lesson.
Oh yeah.
You guys, after hours, dropped the demo before anything, which was late 90s.
Yeah. So I want to say that was like 99. Like we spent probably like a while working on it. And we did that at Edit's mum's work, most of it, to start with, right? Because she was the only person we knew who had a computer that you could kind of do this stuff with. So we go down there and take like records or like recordings of records on tapes and plug them into the computer, and they had like some bootleg copy of something, and just record the loops from the, tape. Or it was with Chris and Java would like get, like dollar records or whatever, find loops they like, record it to a tape, take the tape to his mum's work, and then record it in there and like loop it up and like make a beat or whatever. And that's kind of how that started.
Wow.
And I think I'm scratching at the back of my brain here. It was a very long time ago. But I feel like it was Chris and Jarvo, Edits and Jugular to begin with. And then, because obviously we're all mates and stuff, and it's like, I'm going to rap on this. Do you want to do that too? I was like, yeah. And then we knew Intellect as well, and we're like, oh, do you want to get in on this? It's like, yep. So we start writing verses and stuff like that, and then Edit's got a little HP like piece of shit computer, like school special sort of thing.
I know the one.
But it was like the one, and now we had a computer. We didn't have to go down the hill to the work and stuff. We just made it all in his bedroom, and like SM58, we got one of them from somewhere, and just made this demo. It's hot garbage, man. But the beats are actually pretty good. Like, don't listen to anything that's happening on top of the beats, but like considering how those beats were made, like they're pretty good, man. Like, anyway, so we made this demo, and it was like, oh, all right, let's see what we can do with this, because we're all, like before that it was just freestyling in parks. It's just how we all grew up. Like, go out and Apex, Corinna Park, Blackwood Roundabout, wherever, just kick freestyles, with your boombox. And then we're like, oh, let's do it. Let's make a demo tape. And so we did. And we just kind of distributed it at shows and things, and just kind of got it out however we could, just to sort of, see what people said and see if we could, I don't know, do something else. And actually made its way over to like Melbourne and stuff, because went over there, I can't remember when. It would have had to been after the demo, so it must have been 99 or something like that. And PJ kind of hooked us up. Like, I went over with a bunch of dudes, and I met Reason and Pac D, and sort of PJ kind of introduced us, and I actually stayed at Reason's house. So shout out to Reason, man, because he didn't know me from a bar or soap. He was just like, oh, you know PJ? Yeah. Crashing my joint, man. Like Pac D and that, and they just all looked after us, man. All these like legends in Melbourne. It's just, I was some kid. I was just like, man, this is wild. And anyway, sort of one thing, the tape got amongst some of those dudes. I remember going to Trem's house for a barbecue, and he was like, oh, you did that tape. And he quoted some line off it. And I was like, yeah, how'd you know about that? And he's like, oh, I don't know, I just got it from so-and-so. And I was just like, man, and all right, next one we do better be better. Like, people are hearing this. But that's kind of how, that spread out, and we met a few of these people. And, back then it was like, it was a good time in that building bridges sort of space, I'm going to say. Like, because before then, when you're young, you kind of, the guys in your little area, right? And maybe, like from around the city, but probably not too much further than Adelaide, unless you're a bit older or, you've been around. So, we're meeting all these dudes from like Melbourne, and then, when we went to Perth, we met all the Syllabolics crew and that. And then we're all like, you go there and you just become mates, and then it's like, all right, you come here, you come to Adelaide, man, and we'll look after you. And then they come, and then all of a sudden everyone's doing shows everywhere, you know, and that's like Kirk and PJ and dudes like that had a lot to do with that. And that was awesome, man. That was sick. Because before then it was kind of like, you know, you're here and they're there, and then it was just like, come over to Adelaide, man. Like Culture of Kings, I had like half a syllabolic staying at my mum's house, you know, in the lounge room, just on the floor. It was sick, man. It was the dopest time.
The lesson. Oh yeah.